Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to hear isn't a movie plot or a reality TV script. It's real life, messy, emotional, and wild enough to make even the most dramatic show look tame. Tiny, once known as the calm and loyal queen of the Harris family, just turned her own wedding into a public explosion. And at the center of that chaos stood her son, King Harris, who showed up with anger burning in his eyes and no patience left to hide it. Picture it: soft music playing, flowers floating in the air, guests sipping champagne and smiling as if they were watching a fairy tale unfold. Then, out of nowhere, the doors burst open. King Harris stormed in like a man on a mission. No warning, no slow build-up, just raw emotion and heartbreak walking into a room full of people dressed in white. For a second, nobody moved. Then King shouted, "You're not my mom." His voice sliced through the music like a knife through wedding cake. Guests gasped. A bridesmaid fainted. Tiny froze mid-vow, her groom's face turning pale, as if he'd seen a ghost. Before anyone could stop him, King threw the first punch, one clean shot to the groom's jaw. The man stumbled, tripped over a chair, and nearly crashed into the altar. The room erupted. People screamed. Champagne glasses shattered. Someone yelled to call 911. Tiny was crying, begging her son to stop, her veil torn and dress stained with spilled wine. But King wasn't there to make peace. He was there to expose what he saw as betrayal. He grabbed the DJ's microphone and shouted, "She's been cheating on my dad. Y'all clapping for betrayal." Security tackled him, but the damage was done. Within minutes, someone went live on Instagram. That video spread like wildfire, over 1 million views in less than an hour. The hashtags were brutal: hashtag Tiny Wedding Fight, hashtag You're Not My Mom, and hashtag King Harris Said No. Memes flooded the internet. Some laughed, calling it the most dramatic wedding in hip-hop history. Others said it was sad, a son lashing out after years of bottled-up hurt. Because this wasn't just about a fight. It was about years of tension, silence, and loyalty breaking apart. King had always been protective of his family's name. Through scandals and rumors, he defended his parents. But even the strongest kid has a breaking point. He reportedly found out about his mother's secret wedding only hours before it happened, through a leaked text that said, "Don't tell anyone. She wants it private." For King, that was the last straw. He wasn't just angry about the marriage. He felt betrayed, blindsided, and replaced. Meanwhile, the mystery groom, a music producer Tiny had worked with during her career comeback, has stayed completely silent. No interviews, no posts, just a lawyer and a swollen jaw. Tiny tried to clean up the mess. She posted a black and white photo of rose petals with the caption, "Sometimes storms are necessary for clarity." The internet wasn't having it. "Sis, this wasn't a storm. It was a tsunami," one fan commented. She turned off comments within minutes. King, on the other hand, posted a clip of Tupac's "Me Against the World." No words, no caption. That silence said it all. But this story didn't end at the wedding. It was just the start. Insiders soon revealed that Tiny didn't invite any of her kids, not just King. She wanted a peaceful ceremony, away from drama. But hiding your wedding from your children. That's not peace, that's detachment. And when King showed up, he shattered that illusion in front of the world. Celebrities started weighing in. Tamar Braxton wrote, "When your son reminds you who you are, that's real heartbreak." T.I., silent until then, unfollowed Tiny on social media and posted, "Loyalty expires when lies become currency." That one line sent the internet into detective mode, piecing together timelines and old interviews to figure out how long Tiny had been planning this secret marriage. And then the leak started. An anonymous account dropped emails showing Tiny and her new husband had taken a secret luxury trip to Cabo 6 months earlier, under a fake company name. The receipts showed a $25,000 a night villa and a private jet booked for two. Fans matched her old Instagram photos, same view, same glass of wine, even the same man's reflection caught in the background. She'd been hiding the relationship in plain sight. Then came a recorded voicemail. Tiny's voice saying softly, "I just want peace. T.I. doesn't see me anymore. This isn't cheating, it's escaping." That line hit the internet like an explosion. People quoted it, remixed it, and debated whether she was heartbroken or manipulative. But the worst was yet to come. Digging into the Groom's background, fans found lawsuits, money issues, and rumors of fraud. Blogs called him a walking red flag. One YouTuber even made a full breakdown video titled "Tiny's Groom is a Scammer," which hit almost 1 million views in 2 days. Meanwhile, things inside the Harris family were falling apart. T.I. reportedly moved out, clearing his studio and saying, "If she can build a new life, so can I." King disappeared from social media except for one story post that read, "When loyalty dies, you see who you are without the costume." Tiny stayed quiet, posting cryptic quotes like, "The loudest people often hide the least truth." Fans tore her apart. One comment said, "He's loud because your silence is guilty." Another said, "He swung, but you lied first." Then came another leak, a payment record. A property in Los Angeles purchased under the same fake company used for the Cabo trip. The signer, Tiny. The recipient, the groom. Instantly, blogs claimed she had been using shared marital funds to support her new man. It was no longer just a cheating story, it was starting to look like financial betrayal. Speculation swirled about fraud, property transfers, and legal trouble. And as the world watched this family crumble, one question echoed louder than all the gossip: was Tiny chasing peace, or just running from guilt? Because from where everyone's standing now, it doesn't look like freedom. It looks like the cost of keeping too many secrets. Nobody knew what to believe anymore, but in the world of celebrity scandals, the truth rarely matters. Only what people see and share online does. Rumors spread that the groom was trying to pay hush money to keep things quiet. Meanwhile, King Harris stayed silent in public, but behind the scenes, he was breaking down. A leaked text between him and his cousin gave fans a glimpse of how much he was hurting. "She lied to all of us," King wrote. "I feel like I don't even exist to her anymore." His cousin replied, "You went too hard." King simply answered, "Not hard enough." That message exploded online and soon became a slogan. Within hours, people were selling hoodies and t-shirts printed with the words "Not hard enough." It wasn't just a phrase, it became a movement. Then, a wedding guest finally spoke up on TikTok. "Y'all don't understand how scary it was," she said, her voice shaking. King didn't just punch the guy, he screamed like his soul was breaking. People were hiding under tables. Tiny dropped her bouquet. It felt like trauma happening in real time. The video hit over 1 million views in less than half a day. The comments poured in. "This sounds like an HBO show," one wrote. Another said, "He's not angry, he's broken." And that was the truth. King wasn't just mad, he was shattered. He watched the only family he'd ever known fall apart in front of the world. His mother hadn't just remarried, she'd rewritten their story without him in it. For years, King had defended his parents, stood by them through every rumor, and stayed loyal through their chaos. Now, that loyalty was repaid with betrayal. T.I., his father, still hadn't spoken publicly, but insiders whispered he was meeting with lawyers to protect his money. There were talks of separating financial accounts and possibly challenging whether the wedding was even legal. And honestly, that wouldn't surprise anyone. This wasn't just a breakup, it was a full collapse. Then came one final tweet from someone claiming to be a groomsman: "The wedding was just the beginning." Wait till you'll hear what happened the day before. The post was deleted in minutes, but it was too late. The screenshots spread, and the internet went wild again. Because if the wedding ended in violence, what really happened the night before?